Hello friends, before we dive right into today's story, tell me, do you enjoy listening with a cup of coffee, or is tea your thing? Here I'm helping you discover new vocabulary, practice your listening, and enjoy the beauty of storytelling. Share your thoughts below. Don't forget to subscribe and let me know where you're watching from. I love reading your comments. It began with something as small as a notification on my phone. Yet it became the beginning of everything. I had seen her name appear on my screen after a group discussion in class, and though her message was just about an assignment, it felt strangely personal. She wrote with a politeness that felt warm, and her words carried a tone of quiet kindness, as if even through simple text she had the power to make a stranger feel comfortable. I replied immediately, perhaps too quickly, and for hours after sending that first message I kept checking my phone, waiting for her response, and when it came, it felt like the start of a secret friendship hidden inside glowing screens. Days turned into weeks, and our conversation grew longer than the assignments that had started it. She told me about her favorite books, the ones she never finished because she didn't like endings, about her love for old music that reminded her of memories she never lived, and about her habit of keeping a journal with unfinished sentences. I told her things I had never told anyone, about my fear of failing, my secret wish to write stories, and my habit of staring at the night sky as though it would answer the questions in my heart. Our chats stretched into late nights, sometimes until the first light of dawn turned the window pale. She had a way of writing that felt like music, not loud or dramatic, but soft and lingering, like the last note of a piano. Every high from her felt like an invitation into another world, and every good night carried the promise of tomorrow. I had never met someone who could make silence feel beautiful, who could make waiting for a reply feel like a small celebration. And somewhere in those countless conversations, I realized I was no longer just talking to her. I was falling for her. But I was too afraid to say it, so instead I told myself that maybe she already knew. Maybe my words carried enough weight for her to feel what I could not confess. Until the day everything changed. It happened without warning. One evening I sent her a message, just a small one about a song we had once talked about, and for the first time there was no reply. I thought perhaps she was busy, perhaps her phone had died, or perhaps she was simply tired, so I waited. Hours turned into a full day, and the next morning I sent another message, something simple, a cheerful good morning with a smile, but again silence. My mind began to race, searching for reasons that made sense. Maybe she was traveling, maybe she had exams, maybe she had lost her phone. But days passed, and her profile remained untouched. No new updates, no last seen, no tiny dots typing back to me. I kept scrolling up through our old conversations, reading them again and again, as if searching for a clue in her words that would explain her disappearance. Had I said something wrong? Had I shared too much? Was she tired of me? I began writing messages I never sent, long paragraphs that started with "Are you okay?" and ended with "Please just reply once." My nights grew longer than my days, and every vibration of my phone felt like a cruel trick when it wasn't her. Friends told me to let it go, to stop waiting. But how do you stop waiting for someone who once felt like home? It was as if she had evaporated into the silence of the digital world, leaving me behind with echoes of her words. Weeks turned into months, And I still checked my phone like a ritual, even though deep down I knew the truth. Sometimes the people who light up your world simply vanish, and they don't owe you an explanation. But knowing the truth doesn't heal the heart. It only makes the silence louder. I began writing letters to her in my notebook, letters that would never be sent, because she would never read them. And in those letters, I admitted everything I had been too afraid to say when she was still there. That I loved her, that I needed her reply not because of curiosity, but because without her words, my world felt unfinished. 1 year later, I still think about her sometimes, not with the same sharp pain, but with a quiet ache that lingers like an old scar. She never replied, and maybe she never will, and maybe the reasons belong only to her. Perhaps she was going through something I could never understand. Perhaps life pulled her away. Or perhaps I was just a chapter in her story that ended when she chose to close the book. At first, I thought her silence was a punishment, that it meant I was not enough. But with time, I realized it was not about me at all. It was about life, about how people enter and exit our journeys without warning. Not every conversation finds its conclusion. Not every connection finds its destiny. Sometimes we are left holding unanswered messages, learning to create our own closure. And in that painful silence, I discovered something valuable. That my worth is not measured by someone else's reply. That my story does not end when another person walks away. I learned to stop staring at my phone and start looking at the world around me again. The books I had abandoned, the music I had stopped listening to, the dreams I had delayed while waiting for a notification that never came. And slowly, I began to live again. Today, when I think of her, I don't curse the silence anymore. I thank her for the nights of laughter, the comfort of her words, and the lessons hidden in her absence. The moral of my story is simple. Sometimes people never reply, and sometimes they disappear without explanation. But that does not mean our lives must remain paused on their last word. We must keep writing our own sentences, our own chapters, our own endings. Because life is too short to wait forever for a reply that may never come, and too precious to waste on silence when the world is waiting for our voice. Not every story finds its reply, but every silence teaches us how to create our own closure. The unanswered messages in life are not the end. They are an invitation to begin again, stronger, wiser, and braver.